Hello everyone, greeting to all of you. Last video we discussed about characteristics of water and tasting of water. Now in this video we will discuss the bacteriological test, biological test, coliform index, E. coli test, E. coli index, confirmatory test, completed test and most probable number. So let's start the video. So first we will see the biological test. There are a number of bacteria. Some of them are useful and some are harmful. The bacteria which causes diseases are called pathogenic bacteria, and which do not cause any diseases and are harmless are called non-pathogenic bacteria. Here pathogenic means the bacteria which causes diseases or the bacteria which are harmful to human health. Okay, and non-pathogenic bacteria means the bacteria which are present in water but do not cause any diseases to human health, or these bacteria are harmless. Following tests are generally performed for biological test. That is, first test is total count test and second test is E. coli test. Now we will see the bacteriological test. Water contains many types of bacteria visible under only microscope. Then the second point is, out of the numerous bacteria, public health engineer is more concerned with one group known as coliforms. Then third point is, Aerobacter aerogenes, that is E. coli, are found widely in nature. Then fourth point is, Aerobacter cloci, that is C. coli, is found in feces of men and animals. Then for next point is, presence and count of coliforms can be decided by testing coli from group of bacteria. Here the presence means which bacteria is present from the coliforms, and count means the number of colis from bacteria. Here E. coli, that is Aerobacter aerogenes, means Aerobacter aerogenes are generally found in the nature of air. Then the C. coli, that is Aerobacter cloci, are generally found in feces of men as well as animals. And the presence means which bacteria are present from the coliforms, and count means the number of colis from bacteria. So the next point is coliform index. The number of coliforms present is determined by counting the number of colonies. And the next point is, this number is expressed in terms of number per 100 ml of water, which is known as coliform index. Means the bacteria is counted on the basis of number of colonies present in water. And the number of colonies of bacteria present in 100 ml of water is known as coliform index. Means in 100 ml water, the bacteria or the number of bacteria which present in water, in 100 ml water, that bacteria is known as coliform index. Now the test which performed to calculate or to determine the coliform index. First test is total count test. In total count test, this test is also known as plate count test. Okay, this test is also known as plate count test. Then second point is, in this test bacteria are cultivated on a medium of agar. Bacteria are cultivated on a medium of agar. Then the next point is, agar is added to water sample and is placed in incubator at 20 degrees Celsius for 48 hours or at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Here, the incubator means a device which is used to keep the temperature at constant level. Incubator means it is a device which is used to keep the temperature at constant level. And in this test, the temperature of incubator is at 37 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then the next point is the sample is first diluted and then molten agar is added. Means first the sample is diluted and then the molten agar is added in that sample. Here agar is used which act as nutrient which is needed for bacterial growth. Means agar is added or agar is used which act as nutrient, and from the agar the bacterial growth is going. Then the next point is the bacterial colonies formed can be counted with the help of microscope. And after that the bacterial colonies which formed in water that can be counted with the help of microscope. So this is the total count test. Okay. Now the second test of coliform index is E. coli test. Here first point is E. coli is most commonly found coliform and is further subdivided into biotype and serotype. Then the second point is E. coli are a parasite living only in the human or animal intestines. Here parasite, okay, parasite means the organisms that lives on organism of another species. Then the third point is it remains visible in environment only for some days. Means E. coli is present in water only for some days. Also it remains in environment only for some days. Then the next point is the presence of E. coli in groundwater source indicates that groundwater is contaminated by fecal material and unsafe for drinking without further treatment. The E. coli is present in groundwater is unsafe for drinking without any treatment process. Means if the E. coli is present in groundwater source, then that water is need the treatment process, or which is harmful or which is unsafe for drinking purpose without any treatment process. Then the fifth point is the presence of E. coli in water which is received from a treatment plant indicates that treatment has been inadequate. Okay, the presence of E. coli in water which is received from a treatment plant indicates that treatment has been inadequate. Now, next we will see the significance of E. coli test. The presence of E. coli in any point in the treated water indicates that there is a potential health risk for consuming the water. Means the presence of E. coli indicates that there is a risk for consuming this water. Now we will discuss the E. coli index. Here first point is E. coli index shows an approximate number of E. coli present in 1 cc of water sample. Okay, E. coli index shows an approximate number of E. coli present in 1 cc of water sample. Then the second point is it is the reciprocal of the smallest quantity of sample in ml, which would give a positive E. coli test. A sample of water incubated for 24 hours in lactose at 35 degrees Celsius. Here Here the sample is incubated for 24 hours, means the sample of water is kept at 35 degrees Celsius at constant temperature in the instrument known as incubator for 24 hours. Then there are 3 tests carried to find the E. coli. That tests are: first test is presumptive test, then second test is confirmed test, then third test is completed test. Now first we will see the presumptive test. The sample of water is placed in sterile tubes and mee-conky broth is added. Then the second point is the tubes are incubated for 24 hours at 37 degrees Celsius. Then the third point is, if no gas is formed, then coliform and E. coli are absent. Then the next point is, the test is conducted and it is examined at the end of 48 hours. And the last point is, if no gas is formed, then the test is negative and water is safe for drinking purpose. So here the first point is, the sample of water is placed in sterile tubes and mee-conky broth is added. Means here mee-conky broth is used for cultivating gram-negative and pharmaceutical raw materials as a presumptive test for coliform organisms. Then the second point is, the tubes are incubated for 24 hours at 37 degrees Celsius. Means the tubes which are used for sample of water, that tubes are incubated for 24 hours at 37 degrees Celsius in the instrument known as incubator. Then the next point, if no gas is formed, then coliform and E. coli are absent. If after 24 hours there is no gas is formed in tube, then the coliform and E. coli are absent in that water. Then next point is, the test is conducted and it is examined at the end of 48 hours. The test is conducted and that test is examined at the end of 48 hours. Means after 48 hours the test is examined. Then last point is, if no gas is formed, then test is negative and water is safe. Means after 48 hours, if no gas is formed, then the test result which has been taken is negative and the water is safe for drinking purpose. So this is the presumptive test. Now we will see the second test, that is confirmed test. The culture from the positive test carried out above is incubated into 2 tubes containing MBGB broth. Then second point is, tube 1 is incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. If the gas is formed, coliform is indicated. And third point is, tube 2 is incubated at 44 degrees Celsius for 12 hours, and if the gas is formed, then E. coli is indicated. Here the first point is, the culture from the positive test carried out above is incubated into 2 tubes containing MBGB broth. Here MBGB means medium brilliant green bile broth. Medium brilliant green bile broth. Then the second point is, tube 1 is incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours, and if the gas is formed, then coliform is indicated. Means the tube 1 is incubated for 24 to 48 hours at 37 degrees Celsius, and after 24 hours, if the gas is formed, then the coliform is indicated. And the third point is tube 2 is incubated at 44 degrees Celsius for 12 hours, and if the gas is formed, then E. coli is indicated. Here the tube 2, that is second tube, is incubated for 12 hours at 44 degrees Celsius in incubator, and after 12 hours, if there is gas is formed, then E. coli is indicated. For the confirmed test, MBGB, that is medium brilliant green bile broth, is used. So this is the confirmed test. Okay. Then the third test is completed test. The nutrient medium used is using methyl blue agar, that is EMBA. Samples from tube 1 and tube 2 are taken on two different plates, say A and B respectively. Means for tube 1, plate A is used, and for tube 2, plate B is used. Both plates are incubated for 24 hours at 37 degrees Celsius. Then third point is, on plate A, if observed under microscope, large, moist and convex colonies with dark centers are seen, then it confirms the presence of E. coli. Then next point is, on plate B, if observed under microscope, small, dry and flat colonies with metallic luster are seen, then it confirms the presence of E. coli bacteria. And the last point is, if the test is negative, then the water is safe for drinking purpose. Here, first point is, the nutrient medium used is using methyl blue agar, that is EMBA. The samples from tube 1 and tube 2 are taken on two different plates, that is A and B. Okay. Here for this test, two tubes are taken, that is tube 1 and tube 2. And that tube 1 and tube 2 are taken on different plates, that is tube 1 is taken on plate A and tube 2 is taken on plate B. Then both plates, that is plate A and plate B, are incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours in incubator. Then on plate A, means tube 1, on plate A, if observed under microscope, if moist and convex colonies with dark centers are seen, then the presence of E. coli are confirmed. On plate A, if observed under microscope, moist and convex colonies with dark centers are seen, then it confirms the presence of E. coli. And on plate B, if observed under microscope, small, dry and flat colonies with metallic luster are seen, then it confirms the presence of E. coli bacteria. And after this, if the result of this test is negative, after this test the result is negative or the test result is negative, then the water is safe for drinking purpose. So this is the completed test. For this, the instrument or the medium is used, that is using methyl blue agar, that is EMBA. Then the next test is most probable number test. This is a number which represents the bacterial density which is most likely to be present. Then the second point is most probable number is that bacterial density which, if it had been actually present, in the sample would be more frequent than the other. Then third point is, it is necessary to note positive test contained on portions of a sample to known number of coliforms per 100 ml. Then next point is, the standard sample consists of 10 ml. Then the next point is, if 5 samples are tested and all give negative results, then most probable number is 0. Here the first point is, this is a number which represents the bacterial density which is most likely to be present. Means these numbers or most probable numbers gives or shows the bacterial density which present in water sample. For this test, if 5 samples are tested and all these samples gives negative results, 5 samples are tested from which all samples gives negative results, then the most probable number is 0. And the most probable number is more accurate as compared to E. coli index. For identification of E. coli, number of tests are carried out on portions of water samples using different diffusions. For this test, 5 samples are tested and all gives negative results, then most probable number is 0. So we discussed about biological test and bacteriological test in detail, and in which or in this test we also see or also discussed about coliform index, E. coli test, E. coli index, then confirmatory test, completed test and most probable test number. Hope you like the information given in this video. Up to this, if anybody have any question or problem, then please ask me. Okay, and complete all the assignments which are given to you within time. Okay, thank you.